stream a second to stabilize. Okay, everything should be going. Excellent. So, hello everybody. We're gonna continue doing we're gonna continue in Derail Valley Simulator. Drive some more trains today. So, if you just watch the previous stream and you look at this stream, notice I'm in a completely different place, and that's because I have played a teensy bit since the last stream, just to get a little bit of stuff. I haven't bought too many licenses. I haven't bought any new trains or anything like that. I got the logistical license and the manual servicing license. And I think I got a long license, but that one really doesn't matter. So, we are currently in MF. It's not what you think it stands for. Machine Factory in Town. And we just delivered a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't know if this is the one. No, it's over here. Sorry. Where is it? Right. I already forgot where it is. Oh, it's right here. So, we just delivered all this stuff here. So, we are going to turn this train around. Actually, yeah, we're going to turn it around. Because we're going to deliver something back. We just came from Harbor in Town. We're going to go back the way we came. But to do that, should get turned around first. So we are currently in go forward. But you can do this mouse wheel, so I don't have to be constantly trying to turn it with the mouse. I was in the shop. Oh, I got a flashlight. I got a bunch of cassettes too. Out of my hands. I got a flashlight for $7,000. I hope it's a good flashlight for that price. But track crisscrosses. Cool. That's the crisscross track. Yeah, I gotta go backwards. But yeah, we still have the shunter diesel. We are gonna eventually start saving up for another type of train. But right now, the next thing we're gonna go for is multi-unit. Because once we get multi-unit, we can actually hook trains together and use their combined power That will allow us to not only go faster, but have better acceleration on hills, but it will also allow us to haul heavier loads. Very useful. Plus, once we get the multi-unit license, we can get the museum license, which means we can start finding our own trains then. Again, these trains we're using are technically just borrowed trains. We can bling them out, but the problem is if we lose track of our train, we can't respawn it with all of our bling on it, as far as I know. I haven't went super far through this game yet, but yeah, so hopefully everybody had a good watching, whatever week this is in. Maybe you're watching it in 1,000 years in the future. I hope 1,000 years in the future you're having a good week. How much money do we have? I think I'm pretty... Oh, 16. Okay, we're pretty good. I think 30,000 is... Hold on. I think we... Oh, they're all on the tracks. Okay. For some reason... Because again, you can find... Oh, this is a vehicle restoration. Cool. Problem is, they have a license. Oh, you found an ultra rare demonstrator vehicle variant. Restored as a private vehicle once you own the museum license. Don't worry, it won't go anywhere in the meantime. Okay, well, gotta remember, there's a train here for me. This locomotive. Bunch of... Unfortunately, there's another shunter. I can use the shunters, I just can't use the big guys yet. Because I gotta pay for those licenses. Sucks. I can go up here. Can't say I've really explored a whole lot of this place on foot yet. Oh, no fault. Okay. You can't kill yourself. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I gotta... That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the table. Yeah, I gotta keep going back until I can... turn this thing around. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this thing around. I know there's a job that's going to take me back to Harbor in Town, but I just don't know where the train is exactly yet, because you can't get that information until you take the job. But you can kind of prepare a little bit. And we might go for sleep so that it looks like it's getting dusk soon. So that I guess we could have just grabbed that counter, but I like to use the same one. I don't think that's turned away. Oh, you can use the mouse wheel for just about anything. That's good. Oh, yeah, also forgot. Sometimes there's kitties. It scared the crap out of me the first time I seen. That's oh, that. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. That's not it. Like I hate this. I hate the turntable mechanics. Okay. Is that right now? Yes. Oh, and it's raining. I hate rain. Sort of locks in. Okay, actually, now that we're locked and loaded, now I'm gonna go get the job. That way, that cuts a little bit of time out of this. Well, maybe, like I said, I'll sleep first. It'll get us past the rain. Uh, okay. There it is. Yeah, we don't have many jobs to deal with here, unfortunately. Goes to harbor. Not the most. Not the most. This one's a lot more, but this is also not heavier. Just not sure. We do get a lot more money. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Well, I can do that. That's only a little bit heavier. Does make a little bit less money. I have no idea what the fine total the last thing. Oh well, you know what? Let's do more money. Probably going to be a terrible idea. Okay, we got to go to B2. Oh, I think it's fine if I do this time now. Actually doesn't. Oh, there's. Ah, 4 o'clock. Time I never like to see. 4 o'clock in the morning. If I can help it. Can't go in. Oh, you need military. That's interesting. Or, oops. Close his door. Or, okay, so we gotta go to. So we are currently um currently here. Gotta drive out and then back our way in. Fine. We're gonna have to switch some of this once we. What? Hold on, hold on. Wait. Didn't I have this lined up? What the frig? It's gonna cost $1,000 to do this? You frigger. Well, that sucked. At least it wasn't too bad of a crash. I still had to give up $1,000. Also, in this game does have fast travel, although I don't think you can fast travel with cargo. You can fast travel by yourself, or you can fast travel with a train. However, it does cost you money to do either, and it's obviously more expensive to fast travel with the train you're in. So, I mean, if you get to a particular place and there isn't any missions that tickle your fancy, you can just whatever and westward. Oh, there's a flashlight on here. Oh, I know that I could have buying a $7,000 flashlight. What the frig in hell? I don't understand why this train just suddenly explodes sometimes. Okay. It's so stupid. I don't know if that's a weird glitch. I'll have none of it. None of it, good sir. Why my train just suddenly explodes. Unless, unless I'm making it go up more than one notch, but I'm pretty sure I'm only doing one notch. That's right. Oh, when the hell's that on? It was doing that last time when I quit the stream, and when I tried to do it after or by myself later, it's just like it seemed that when I got to a certain spot, my train would just explode. I don't like understand. I don't want to blame the game completely. I'm pretty sure it's me being a idiot, but at the same time, it's like I don't understand why that either. I can see it's rolling back. I don't know if the sand helps at all. I guess it was rolling forward and hitting, even at the most gentlest reverse, it was enough to explode my engine. think the emergency brakes on. You highlight. Thank you. So it's usually the end cars. That one's fine. This is cool. We're gonna be taking tractor trailers, the trailer parts. Here we go. Right is on, left is off. So we have like 90 minutes or 99 minutes to get this. So I remember getting here was like about 50 some minutes. So we got lots of time. Now, the better you do, I don't think you get more of a time bonus. I don't think so. Could be completely wrong though. I say things with absolute assurity, with not knowing if I'm actually right or not. But you need confidence. Always good to be confident, I guess. Yeah, if you can't be competent, you might as well be confident. Okay, so I think route I took last time is still viable, still active. Okay, well, we will just be all safe first. I do like how quickly it's so. I hope we can do this. Doesn't rain. Let's go, my little train. You can do it. No, you can do it. Have to put your mind to it. I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. I think there actually is a bit of a slope going out of this place. Going downhill. As you can see, we're turned off and we're still going up. But yeah, there's another town over here. Cool. Again, 40 seems to be a good... Some corners are only 30, but you can go 40. Seems like you don't want to go 50 on... Sweet spot. Difficult. But yeah, I was looking in the shop in Sheen Factory Town, and you can get like remote controllers for your trains, so you don't have to be sitting in the cab to drive them. And a lot of stuff. Pretty cool. Some of the gadgets you can get for things. Coming up so fast. But yeah, it will probably take about an hour to get back to Harbor Town, USA. The beautiful lake scenery. It would be so cool to take like the Via across Canada or somewhere where come across, these beautiful landscapes. I mean, yeah, trains can be one of your slower methods of travel, but I don't think you can scenery. I think they're a very luxurious way to travel. You can have basically like apartments. To me, driving in a passenger train would be like going on a cruise, except you're on land, obviously. You can get your own cabins. Some of them have even private bathrooms, but those, that's like big money stuff. Raining again. Great. I wonder if you can climb up that mountain. Or if they let you go into water. I could have took the other job too with this job, but not with one train. I don't think 90 plus 50 tons. I don't think it could did it. Sand. So one of the licenses, like I said earlier, that I picked up was the manual license. And what that basically does is it allows me to fuel up my train myself. And essentially that cuts my refueling fees in half if I do it myself. I can still pay through the machine if I'm too lazy to do it myself. But I don't have to. Save money. Going this way. Man, we bit of a slope here. Oh, come on. Can't be giving up. Okay, we're going back up. We're going back up. This is good. This is good. I don't know when the exact right time to use sand is yet, but I feel like if you want a little extra grip, I know I don't know so much about rain, but I know they do have sanding when it comes to like winter time to have on old locomotives because they would slip on the snow. Like I said, the blessing and the curse of trains is that they're completely frictionless. So when you add snow to steel rails and steel wheels, it makes them even more frictionless than before. Oh, this is, yeah, this place. We should be good. But this is a logging place. This is called something forest. Forest South? Like, Forest Central, sorry. Forest Central. So it's like a logging place. That would be a cool place to go sometime and deliver some logs. Sometimes I gotta learn to be a little more aggressive on the throttle. I'm just afraid again of the train exploding. The train exploding randomly has caused me to have PTSD. Oh? Making some good progress. Already there, which not quite at the halfway yet, but gauge. Now, I don't think there's any snow mechanics in this game, unless maybe if you go up north, there's certain areas of snow. Funny they never added another map to this game or anything like that. As far as I know, there isn't any sort of DLC, and this game's been out for a few years already. I don't even know the last time the developers even touched it. I don't know if they're working on something else or what's going on, but sometimes it's nice to have a game that's just simple. There's no add-ons, you know, work out extra money. Sometimes some updates, you know, are welcomed, but kind of one thing that people are, one of the things people are really liking about Pragmata is it's just a game. Like, there's no, it's just a nice single player, I don't know what, 30, 40 hour game. So, you know, they're not, you don't have to be online, you don't need internet connection to play it. You, it's not dependent on servers that will eventually be shut down. The wheels are slipping. That's all that was. That wasn't a big deal. I probably braked a little hard. I'm starting to panic. Well, yeah, even games like Silk Song or Mouse PI, they're just simple little. Or what's the one I got that I was really looking forward to? The Plucky Squire. That's a good one. I should do that one sometime. That's a good like little 10-hour game. Oh yeah, this is Farmer Town, so this is where we end. Where we ended last time? No, I don't think so. I think I went to Farmer Town. I don't think on stream. Oh, oh. Little fast. Got up message. Gotta go to E9. Farming Town, USA. Okay, we're gonna climb in again. Oh God. this might be the end of me. Keeping her at 20, boys. That's doing anything. We did it on the way. I don't know how to. Okay, we're about halfways now. A little over. At the farm place, I think. Just cool. I just like this. I think it was a really great idea just to make a little fictional world with, with different industries, right? You got your farming town, your forest town, your steel mill. These are all things that engines are very responsible for moving. I've talked, yeah, I mentioned a little bit about Thomas, but Thomas, obviously, for me, was my introduction into railways. Not so much the book series. I didn't get into the books as much until I was more of an adult, but the TV show was a bit the classics. I watched what's called the classic era. So the classic era is like season 1 to 7. I was like season 1 to 5. My parents stopped buying me the VHSs once season 6 came around. I have a really sad story about that. I had most, if not all, of the VHSs, and my mom, when I was older, obviously I wasn't watching Thomas anymore. But I still cared about those VHSs. My mom gave them to someone in our church to show their grandson because he loved Thomas. And when we got them back, I would say 2/3 of them were missing, and some of them were replaced with ones that weren't mine, and were like part of the crappy era of Thomas. Like, my mom actually was very upset about that too. She's like, "Wow, that it really sucks," because she spent a lot of money, and it's just. I think it taught mom a lesson too, not to borrow anything, even to people you trust, because Unfortunately, people will never realize the sentimental value you have for things like you do. So it will often be mistreated. But so I don't have those VHSs anymore, unfortunately. But I did get the 75th anniversary of Railway series, all the books from Wilbert Audrey. I don't really care for the ones from Chris Audrey. I don't think any of them are real bangers. But in the classic Thomas show and in the books, they're very grounded. I know that's weird talking about a series about talking trains, but see, every train, engineers would tell you, especially during steam locomotive days, every train had their own personality. You started them differently, you steamed them differently, you drove them differently. And Wilbur took that quite literally. So, well, what if those personalities were personified? And that's why he gave the engines faces and personalities and all that. Now, the trains to him, even in this fictional world, were still just trains. I know a lot of people, they're like, they'll bring up these questions. Oh, what about the moral dilemma of cutting a train? Or the way Sir Topham Hatt talks to his trains, like they're slaves, and what about, because oftentimes, again, in the books it will talk about engines getting scrapped. So isn't that like killing them? But again, Audrey didn't see them as people. They were still just trains, even in that universe. So people didn't have any forums with cutting them up. It was just like cutting up any machine. Now, what the trains did was very grounded too. They passengers, they took freight. Lauren was an express engine. There was shunting engines that did shunting. Not all the engines were owned by Sir Topham Hatt, which is one thing the show didn't really do. Sir Topham Hatt just was kind of the boss of all the trains, but some of the trains were not part of his unionized railway. They were owned by private companies, which was very common. You had Bill and Ben, who was owned by the Clay China Works. That's actually why it says Clay China Works on their very tanks. Mavis was owned by the Four Core Quarry. Why she has that written on her side plates. The Skarloey Railway engines was owned by the Thin Controller, Mr. Percival, I think. Now they did eventually in the CGI Thomas have a Mr. Percival, but he's very different looking than I think the one in the books. But anyways, when the era of Thomas got to the crappy era, the what do they call it? Not the Neo or Nitrogen. That was like the first era of the CGI. I think it's called the Hit Entertainment era, where a British children's company called Hit, excuse me, bought the IP after Britt Allcroft's company went belly up, which had partly to do with the terrible earnings of the Thomas and the Magic Railway movie. That movie is actually really, really incredible. I find the production hell of terrible movies interesting, because sometimes the writing is just on the wall and you're like, man, these people must have known. But that, I'm kind of getting sidetracked. That movie was absolute production hell, and it shows. It's not a very good movie. It got completely rewritten like halfway through filming, and an entire character got removed from the film. Although in certain scenes you can still see a remnant of going through the mountain now. Cool. But yeah, when Entertainment took over, they redid the theme song, which I don't know why you ever would. Like, the original theme song is so iconic. The do 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 do. Like, you play it for anybody, they're gonna recognize it pretty quickly. Now, the hit Entertainment was like that stupid do 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 do. Just kind of weird, very childish, and I mean, it makes sense because that's unfortunately what happened under Hit. They dumbed everything down, so it wasn't like Gordon driving the express or Percy delivering the mail anymore. You had adventures of Percy has to go to the chocolate factory, like a giant chocolate bunny on a flatbed, or the jelly bean factory, you know? Just like really kind of moronic stuff. It's frustrating. And then they had the Nitrogen era, which was the first when things turned to CGI because it was just cheaper. And that's when the rule of threes, I should say, happened, where every story was like, certain character gets tasked with this. They don't listen. So the first time something comes up, they don't listen. Second time something comes up, they don't listen. The third time, they don't listen, but something really bad happens, and they realize they should have listened, so they go and fix all their mistakes. And the end. And everybody's happy by the end of the episode. Then eventually, we got what was called the Brenner era, where Andrew Brenner, who was a fan of the show growing up, became the head writer and director of the series. So he started writing episodes that were actually good, you know, and the show actually came back for a little bit. But for some dumb reason, some absolutely moronic, idiotic idea, who owns it now? Is Hit? No, it's not Hit. Does Hit still own it? No, it's not. It's Mattel. Mattel, who now owns it, decided, oh, we need to backpedal on that. Well, they wanted to sell it to a global audience. So first of all, they had a special called Big World, Big Adventures, where Thomas wants to travel across the world. And while he's traveling, he ends up in Africa, where he buys a slave called Nia, an African engine played by an African lady with one of the most generic racist accents I think you could ever have for an African. And by the end of the movie, she comes back with Thomas, because again, Thomas has bought her as a slave. And hell be damned if he's not bringing his slave home. But what preceded it, people call Bwaba, Big World, Big Adventures, because it's kind of weird, the continuity is kind of weird, but like, some episodes are on the island of Sodor, and some episodes are in other countries with other engines of other nationalities. Now, they replaced Edward, they got rid of Edward and replaced him with the African slave. But there was still not enough girl representation. They wanted 50-50. They already had Emily. They got Nia. And then they also decided to get rid of Henry. Replace him with another girl engine called what was her stupid name? Rebecca. They also started the weird eye cancer, which was the engines moving. Like, up until this point, Thomas was an engine, which meant that, like, he needed a driver to drive him, and, you know, he was a stationary vehicle with a face. But for some reason, they decided to, I don't know, for some stupid reason, they made it so that the engines could, like, turn, like, turn their whole bodies, like, turning their necks. Weird. Very weird. I don't like it. Well, then, obviously, Big World, Big Adventures didn't bring them in the profits they were hoping it would, so they canceled the entire show and restarted with a new series called All Engines Go. That was fully cartoon. Thomas could jump around. His wheels were used like hands and feet. He was going around on roller coaster rails. Very, very disturbing stuff. That lasted 4 seasons, but it didn't sell any more toys. In fact, people were still buying the old toys. When the 80th anniversary came out, they released a special edition toy that was based off of the very first artworks of the Thomas series books and or of the Railway series books, and that sold like hotcakes. Again, people don't give a shit about your modern day audience stuff. It was really annoying. But anyways, they've canceled that, and apparently there's a new show coming out. Now they're going back to CGI, but my problem is they're still doing the eye cancer, which is the engines are moving. And some of the toys have been leaked. Well, I shouldn't say leaked, but shown off. Some of the new character designs I can't get behind. They gave Annie and Clarabelle the gray faces. I never thought the coaches should have gray faces. They also completely changed Harold. They also changed Mavis. She has a really strange looking face now. Don't like it. But anyways, we're in Harbor Town already. That's cool. But yeah, that's my Thomas rant. I would play the Thomas game, Wonders of Solar, but like I said, I don't really feel it's like $50 for that game, which this game I think is a lot cheaper. I think it's like it was like $30 or something for this game. This Oh, this is not E. Shit, this is G. Where did I go wrong? I thought I had it all mapped out. Oh, that's... What the heck? Why did I think... U... Oh, E... Break. Okay, well, we might as well back it up. I think we're pretty good on the bonus time, so I'm not too worried. Ew, like that. If we crashed into those, they would exploding. That would not be good. There is explosion physics in this game. We're hauling some smelling some tractor trailers. So, gotta back this up and get it into the right place. Oh, hello. Hello, Christine. Are you a train aficionado or are you just checking out the stream? If you're still here, I know there's one viewer. Already left. Little church here. Go pray. Oh man, the stream actually looks horrible. That is. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, it's green again. Having a hiccup. Is going into 9. Up. Up here. You know how that goes. Don't like that. Like things freaking explode on me. Don't know if there's a way to eat that. But yeah, it looks like taking this load was a alright idea. So I guess I could do up to 90 tons. Just you have to be careful on some of the hills. I don't know what the actual weight limit of this train is, although I wonder. No, I don't know if it tells me that. I know there's some information on the side of the engine, but oh, excuse me. Seven, 8. Nine's wide open, so that's good. We'll pull it up with air. Doing on. Oil's okay. Fuel. Perfecto. Okay, let's put this on right away. Okay, so that should be delivered. Doing this to be quicker. Oh, boop, boop. What? That took 105 minutes? What? I think that's full of shit. I don't even know. Is this even going for 105 minutes to stream? Whatever. Didn't get any bonus money, but oh, we're just shy. Okay, let's see what jobs we have here now. No, we can't do that one. Holy frig, look at how heavy that is. 270. One farm. No, not doing that. That's a lot of money, but I think, yeah, almost 1,000 tons. Yeah, no. Nope, 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 nope. That one. Oh, could do this one. Or no. Yeah, no, this is shunting. One. Could do that one. We have the licenses. I'm not. Excuse me. Great Hall Hub. Their freight hall job. Uh, could do that, but that's a lot. I don't know if my little guy can do it. Machine. We could go all the way back to Machine and Factory Town. That's a lot of weight. Don't have hazmat too. That's really not a whole lot more. I think we have the long license. That's not a ton of weight either. That's going to City South. That might be interesting. Okay, so these licenses do. All these, nope. I'm actually kind of interested in that one. Where is City South? City South is literally right there. Holy shit. We could definitely do that one. Pretty sure we could. I think that would be very easy to do. That train's not pointing the right way though. I think we got the long license. Sorry, City South. Yeah, yeah. And this is where the railway museum. Okay. All we'd have to do is that. That's literally it. It is that it? That's literally it. Cool. So it's just one. Yeah, I think that's worth it. And I mean, see. Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me see license. Only like cool. Unless there's somewhere. That's a loud racer. Oh. But anyways, if we are gonna take it, we do have. I want to turn the train around. Cool. They're cheering for me. Let's see. You know what? So if a place has a triangular area like this, you can turn an engine around. You don't necessarily need a turntable. I think that's just what I'll do, but I gotta figure out where. Uh let's take the job. Let's do it. What is their time bonus? 28 minutes. We might not make it. Oh, it's only $4,000 though. It's actually not the most. Oh well, I think let's just do it for the hell of it. Um. Oh, can I not do it? Frig! Do I not have the long license? I thought I had the long license. Denied. What? Until my debt has been reduced? I gotta pay. Damage something? Paid $6,000? No, screw you. I'm gonna try this refueling thing. See if that helps the fees. If not, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I really don't want to. I ever tried to play this game with mods? No, I have not. I like the base game enough that I haven't really needed to play mods. I don't even know what kind of mods exist for this game. I'm sure there's some silly ones though. Oh, I gotta go more. I think there's a two-player mod, but I don't know if I could get my friends to buy this game and download the mod. My friends are kind of skeptical about using mods, except for the Elden Ring Seamless Co-op mod, which, funny enough, actually destroyed my SD card. But, well, I don't think it was the mod itself, but that's a whole other story. That's interesting. And I don't know why I'm paying $7,000 in insurance though. What the hell did I do? Well, I guess 6,000. No. Oh wow, I'm like going almost 40. Oop. Oh, slipped. Somewhere here. Phillips. Somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, it is there. Uh, uh, that's pointing the right way. On. Where is the... Get the refueling... Oh, it's right. Up and... Oh, it's just straight ahead too. Okay, well that's... I'll have to do... Grip on... a little bit more. Okay, so I don't even know how you turn it off. Whatever, we're gonna feel it up while it's running. Gotcha. I don't understand. I've never used this before, so I'm not entirely sure what to do. You had the manual service though. Why? I gotta turn it off. I don't know how to turn this off. The starter. And turn it off. Oh, maybe. Oh, oh, frig. Oh, vehicle. You mean? What that does? I should, I think. Huh. Manual says, uh, world, trains, general. Do, do, do. Jeez. Craig, I'm still lost. Well, I'm pretty sure I bought the license. Frig. Did I not? Alright, let's go check. Maybe I just didn't get the license. Oh, whoops. Get disoriented. Here's my mess. Craig, so I'm gonna have to. Craig, whatever. Here you go. Could save money. Hold on. I find out what licenses I have. Okay, yeah. Oh, I don't have manual service? Son of a bitch. Oh well. Live and learn. What the hell did I buy? Probably bought something stupid. Oh, it is what it is. So, gotta go feed. Yes. I guess we're not getting the multi-unit hall right now. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I know, but I don't. Half the cost was listed. Repairs, refueling, and other servicing. Cool. And an insurance copay, whatever that means. Blah blah blah. So, yep. Okay, leave that on the floor. Can I get this now? And C1. I hear Facebook notifications. Phone is far away. Just turn the light on. keyboard. But, yeah. So, I'll get my train for... Do, do, do. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be backing it. I do have to turn. Well, you know what? Don't have to. Luckily, this place has a triangular track. What? Oh. Yeah, I must have bought another license before I bought the manual servicing. And for some reason, my brain, I thought I had bought it. Because you do need certain licenses in this game to get other licenses, which sometimes it makes sense. So we'll work on getting the multi-unit license next, now that we have manual servicing. That will help us save some money at least. And oh, it's back we go. Oh. Wait, oh, hold on. I must have switched the wrong end. Frick. I guess that's why it's. Oh no, that's C1. Frick, I'm doing it. One, wrong one. What am I doing? I'm getting too tired. Wait, so is this... I better make sure I'm taking the right stuff. This is CT. This is not... Oh, will I have to move this stuff first? Or this thing? This it? Oh, but can I get out this? If I could get around, I would. It's just the end of the dock here. Yeah, there's no... I can't go that way. I'm gonna have to get this crap. Get all this crap out of the way first. Which will be interesting if the engine can do that. I'm not gonna get the time bonus. Probably not gonna get the time bonus. Oh, frick. What? Patched. Should make sure. Oh, but that's not. I don't know if my little thing can move all this, but I'm gonna find out. I gotta get shit out of my way. We're doing it. We're doing it. Cool. Gotta wait until we get all this shit out of here. Back it up into the other siding. Okay, I think we're good here. Jumps in reverse. Break off. We'll be pushing this loading zone, but I really don't care. As long as I get what I want. I do really like this game. I find this game is really fun because the way it incorporates the mechanics in is so cool. How do I explain myself? So, for instance, loading and unloading. You put it into the docking area and then you go and flip the switch and then it loads it all. It's like, okay, that's a really cool way to do it. It's got the right level of interactivity and the right level of still being a video game, right? You know, like I said before, a lot of train sims, they don't let you crash. They don't let you do things. You know, driving the train's as simple as just using the throttle and the brake. But in this game, it's a lot more interactive. And, like, we're still on a pretty simple train. I'm sure once we get to, like, steam engines, it's going to be a little more complicated. The licensing system is cool. The job system, you know, you put it into the computer, you get this printout, you know, all the sidings are labeled. It's the setup of all these sidings that feels very much like a real railway. I'm pretty sure people who made this game know what railways are supposed to be designed like. Like, people who build model railways will study diagrams for hours because, you know, it's not like when you're a kid and you have like wooden trains, you're just like, you know, you just place it any way the tracks fit. But like, you can't do that with a model railway. Like, railways are very specifically designed. Yeah, the graphics are good too for this sort of game. Oh yeah, I got to first off a train. I like too again that this is a completely like made up map for this game, but it feels like it's got so much character to it. I would I would refrain from saying it's peak though. Um, it's very very good. It's just I don't like when people use the terminology peak. Um, just because when you say something is peak, it means it is the absolute best thing that ever was, currently is, and ever will be. Like, there's no possible way you could ever get better. And, I mean, maybe it's one of the best train games right now, but I'm sure eventually there will be a better one. I would hope there would be a better one. No, and it's not like this game is absolutely perfect either. There are things that could probably be done a little better. I just see the word peak used so much inappropriately. I don't think people really it. There's a lot of those buzzwords, right? I don't think a lot of like woke, and drifter, and chill. I don't think really understand what the words mean anymore. But I would agree with you. Not like I disagree with you. This is a very, very good game. And you can use the word peak if you want to. There we go. Well, I guess I should. Okay, I think this. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, I don't think we're taking all of these. We're only taking the 90. Oh, okay. So one, two, three, four, five. One should connected. Good. Okay. Well, we'll see if I got the right ones or not. Now, okay, and then E4. Oops. like to get both ends done around. All the brakes are fine, so apparently a long train, but it a little lighter than even the last one. It's all empty stuff. Logistics, you can get away with taking longer trains because it doesn't have the weight. I mean, one nice thing about this game too is you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can't take jobs without the proper licenses, but I mean, if you want to hook up to that train of cars there and take it to the other side of the map, you could. There's nothing saying you can't do that. I mean, there is a sandbox mode in this game too, if you do want the freedom of just doing whatever the heck you want. I mean, some people, YouTubers, they'll set up a station full of explosive tankers and then purposely run a train into them. Or purposely, like, oversteam a steam engine, get it to explode. Don't want to go too fast yet. Oh, come on. Guess I should. That's my problem. I'm a little scared, so I don't run the throttle hard enough. But yeah, should be a pretty short haul. Just literally over to the next town. I was surprised how quick we got with the first load we did tonight. But I'm also surprised that we didn't get the time bonus. I still don't think 5 minutes. I think it was that long. That's like an hour and a half. I was only streaming at the time for like an hour and 13 minutes and we didn't start hauling like right away. I don't know how the time calculation works in this game. Yeah, I know. I need to work the throttle more to get up the hills. I'm just always afraid of the tight corners. Going off the rails. 'Cause, 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 Yeah, I have to learn how to read the road signs a little bit more. I'm still fairly new at this game. I don't exactly know what they all mean yet. Oh, oh, I should actually keep it around 40. Is 40 a good speed to keep it around at for this engine? Maybe 60. Yeah, I'm just worried because I know there's some places, right? Isn't the speed limit like 30? I guess once you get to know the track a little more, you can. Because I'm sure there's some straight stretches you open or wide open. We're like literally almost at the same. Realize it was that small. But yeah, we're That's okay. Guys, that small of a siding. Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay, so where there we go. Okay. Down. Oh, the bonus, but okay. Floor for the janitor. Okay. Oh, and there's not many jobs here. City South to City West. Liver fish. That's probably a little. Not heavy. All empty cars. But anyways, gonna end that night. Getting pretty late where I am, so thank you for coming and enjoying this plasma switches. And yep, it is true. Well, thanks for joining, uh, Christine. You can watch the previous streams I've done on this so far, although they are a little embarrassing, or check out some of the other stuff we got here at Rocket Fist Gaming. It's not just me; it's a group of my friends that do the channel. There's 3 other guys. They do their own stuff. We do some stuff Sunday on Twitch. Uh, I do more of the YouTube thing where the other guys will do Twitch and that on our Rocket Fist Gaming over on Twitch. And I think they even started one on Beamstream. So a lot of different platforms we're trying to spread out there, but we're just doing this for fun mostly. But thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys some other time. Bye for now.